Good morning. Welcome, my friend, to your 20-minute morning yoga routine. We will be moving slow and steady in the beginning and picking up a little bit swifter in this practice. There will be a little bit of everything, and we will be moving our full body. I really encourage you to use any sort of blocks, blanket, or a pillow, and use that support and place it underneath of the sit bones as we join in a crisscross applesauce, really just settling in, placing one hand on the belly and one on the heart. And you can start rocking with me side to side, softening the gaze or closing the eyes, and just taking a moment to tune in to whatever it is that you are feeling like today. Acknowledging your breath with a lengthened inhalation, and settling into your seat with an exhalation, giving yourself permission to let go of judgment here and to show up in whatever shape or form that you are showing up in today, welcoming the inhalation, sending away through the exhalation, exhaling the hands towards the knees, and start by carving a circle in a counterclockwise manner, slow and steady from small to medium to large circle, focusing on that inhalation, noticing any ouchity spaces where you're holding tension or tightness, and really just settle into those spaces and breathe and stretch the neck, finding what feels good for you this morning. Meeting at a center and reversing into a clockwise manner, the opposite direction, forming a small to medium to large circle, noticing any tension or tightness, welcoming the breath in and sending it away. Finding those ouchy spaces and perhaps just lingering there. Wonderful. Come back to center. Both hands float up high into an interlacing when you're pointing the fingers out. Hinge towards the left, expanding the right side body and compressing the left. Engage the pelvic wall, hug through the navel. Welcome that inhalation. Beautiful. Exhale the left hand down, grounding to the sit bones. You can bend the right elbow, opening the chest and expand like you're cutting or diving across the side of the body. Elbow comes in, arm stretches long, welcoming that inhalation. Creating this morning energy today. Find what feels good in your shoulder today, my friend. Beautiful. Back to center, interlacing all fingers except pointers up. Hinge to the right, expanding the left body, really reaching and stretching. Engage through the root chakra. That's that root lock, the space between the anus and the genitalia. Squeezing, activating, pressing the energy up through the fingertips. Beautiful. Exhale the right hand down onto the earth. Any props are helpful. Using that palm and grounding through the left sit bone, bending into the elbow on the left and reaching at a diagonal manner, stretching across. Finding these at your own pace where you deeply inhale. Send it away. Finding what you need in your shoulder today. Exhale, reaching both hands up for a reach and stretch, creating this wide open Y with your body. Welcome in this morning energy. Beautiful. Meeting in a hands and knees or a tabletop position. A blanket folded up nice and neatly under the knees is going to help support the sensitivity of the knees. Stacking wrists below shoulders. Beautiful. Stacking hips above the knees. Do the feet want to be posted up or down today? If you have any sort of wrist injury or hand sensitivity blocks, set down horizontally can be wonderful here. Exhaling the body into a figure of 8. So really just creating more of this intuitive movement that works from the shoulders through the spine, through the hips, breathing into those ouchy spaces with that lengthened inhalation. And exhaling the breath organically. Finding what you need in your body here. If it feels good, you can take more of an intuitive movement or continue within these figure of eights and reversing them in the opposite direction. Beautiful, my friend. Exhale the hands facing the long edges of the mat and rocking side to side, creating this warmth and the stretch within the fingers, the palms of the hands, the forearms. Exhale, you can walk the fingers towards you. If that's not in your practice, you can keep the hands on the outside. This time we'll rock forward and back, breathing deeply into the hands. Exhale the palms of the hands up, releasing the hands below the shoulders. Body comes forward. Inhale, stretching up. This might feel a little awkward because it is. A lot of yoga poses are really breathing and pressing the earth away. Body weight comes up into the shoulders, the belly and pelvic wall. Exhale the hands back to center, rolling out the wrists on the left. Beautiful. Inhale, rolling out the wrist on the right. Excellent work, friend. You can exhale, tap the hands about 1.5 handprints above the shoulders, posting up on the tiptoes, sending hips up and back for a downward facing dog. Doing your best to align the ears with the inner arms. Tapping into a creative movement this morning where you can pedal out the heels, really awakening through the legs and the feet as you hollow through the front body. Exhale, the right heel reaches up. Maybe it's just a little bit. Maybe you can fully extend for a 3-legged dog. Inhale, hug the knee in, hover the foot up. Exhale, pressing the body down and back. If you're having any wrist sensitivity, you can definitely use blocks here. Back to that downward dog. Inhale, coming more in for this plank knee tuck. Exhale the leg long, bind strength. Inhale the foot and stepping it forward. Sometimes it's easier said than done if you need a helping hand. Knee on the earth and rocking back and forth for this runner's lunge. Finding a stretch that awakens your hips. Maybe you want to pause and bring the body weight forward, really welcoming that breath in. And sending it back as you straighten out the front leg on the right, heel down, toes reach up for a half of a split. You can come and hinge on the upper thigh, reach down for blocks. Start hinging the body forward here. Finding that stretch in the back of the hamstring, bringing the body forward, post up on the hind foot, but the option is always to stay down on the knee. Welcome the breath in for this standing low lunge. Welcome that inhalation. Exhale, left hand down, right hand reaches up for a reverse extended side angle, a block, or hand palm down on the mat. Stack shoulder over shoulder, engage through the feet, thighs, bottom, heart, really reaching. Exhale the hand on the right, down towards the mat. As you inhale, now reach the body up for a standing lunge. Hind heel is off the mat. Finding your strength and powering in through the pelvic wall, the belly, the heart. Inhalation. Beautiful. Exhale, hinge the body forward, stepping back to either a kneeling plank or a full plank, really squeezing through the pelvic wall and the belly, hollowing through the front body, tapping into your inner strength. And if you're on the knees, know it's okay to be exactly where you are. No judgment here. Exhale, chin, chest, and hips. For a sphinx pose, relax the toes long, forearms come down to the mat. Inhale, opening up the heart. Beautiful. Exhale, creating the energy for your day. Starting your day out right with this beautiful practice, my friend. Exhale, opening your heart. Hands come below shoulders. Turn the head to a cheek on the mat. Shift your hips side to side. Just take a little moment. Bringing the forehead to the mat. and massaging it side to side, awakening your intuition. Post up on the toes, pushing the body up and back for a downward facing dog, pedaling out the heels, taking a moment to just flip your perspective, to know that there's times in life where we just need to see from a different angle. Three-legged dog on the opposite side, so toe on the left can peek up, reaching up and back. Knee tucks in for a plank. Exhale, extend that leg long. Inhale, knee tucks in one last time. Toes reach up. Inhale, knee tucks in. And one more time, sending that foot up and releasing down on the knee on the right. Beautiful. You can reach for blocks. Exhale the body forward, coming in for this hip opening runner's lunge. You can drive the knee past the toes, opening up through the hip. Welcome your morning stretch into your hips on the left. Breath away. Beautiful. This time bringing the body weight back. Heel on the left reaches down, toes reach up for a half of a split. Hands can reach for the thigh or on either side. Exhale, hinging the heart forward, really opening up, stretching through the calf, the thigh, the glute on the left. Breath comes in and sends it away. Exhale, posting up on the hind foot, coming up with the hands still extended down. A little more of an active runner's lunge, squeezing through the pelvic wall. Activate the inner thighs, finding strength in your body, strength in your mind. Beautiful inhalation. Exhale, right hand reaches down, left hand reaches up to the sky for a reverse extended side angle. You can also reach down for the mat. Find what feels good for you. Welcome the breath in, powering the body up. Exhale, the hands reach down. Hind foot comes to the front toe pad, reaching up for a standing lunge. Allow the breath to come in, finding your inner strength. Exhale it away. Hands reach down, coming in either for your kneeling plank or you're powering through a full plank. Wherever you are, just squeeze through the belly, hollow through the front body, expand through the shoulders, rooting the hands into the earth, sending the breath away. Hollowing through that front body. Beautiful. Exhale. You can chaturanga or chin, chest, pelvis, taking a back bend of your choice, sending it up and back for a downward facing dog, pedaling out your heels, rooting through the hands here, my friend. Exhale, walking the hands towards the feet for Uttanasana, forward fold, allowing the head to hang heavy. If you would like a block or support here, you can dangle the arms, find what you need. If there's tension and tightness in the neck, really just allow it to be. Inhale, sliding up the shins to the base of the knees for half of a flat back, removing any wrinkles from the neck. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive up into a standing position, bringing the palms, kissing palms to your heart. If you have that blanket or support, just gently nudge that or move it out of the way, meeting yourself with a block for a standing position. Our first variation of our balancing pose will require you to really root through the front touch points and the rear touch points. Activate calf, knee, thigh, lower belly, removing that arch from the spine, heart, chin to the top of the head, really rooting the foot on the right down. First variation is you can post up on the toes. Second variation is you can cross over and tap the block. Or third variation is you can cross the leg across the body. Arms reach long, bringing the right arm under the left. First variation is hands create this kind of half of a T. The second variation is you can interlace the hands, driving the palms together. You can also deepen this eagle arms and eagle legs by wrapping the foot around the side, finding balance in your breath, rootedness, within your body. And if you fall out, know it's okay to come back in. Balance is something that teaches us how to move to and through the hard situations in life as you allow the breath. And it's okay if you fall back out like me. Again, come back, deepening your posture. Teaches us, just like in life, when you fall out, you gotta get back up every single time. Exhale the body back to center, exhaling it out. You can use the hands and the palms to just create a little openness, a little massage up and down the thighs on both sides. I don't know about you, but I am ready for the opposite side. Beautiful. This time now, left foot roots down, activate through the front toe pad, rear toe pad, calf, gentle bend to the knee, hips, removing that arch from the spine, tucking the tail, heart, chin stacks overhead. Beautiful. First variation. So whatever side you were on the first side, go to the same on the second side. Second variation to the block. Beautiful. Arms this time, left hand sweeps under the top arm, creating the eagle arms, Gaudasana arms, and finding a drishti or a focal point. And you can sink back into the sit bones, finding a variation that works for you. And if you fall out right away like me, bring yourself back to center and come back into the shape of your eagle legs. Binding the legs, binding the arms. Sometimes it can feel great to put the thumb on the forehead, focusing with an inhalation. Pressing the breath away with an exhalation. Welcome the breath in and sending it away. Beautiful. Breath comes in and sends it away. Exhale the body back to center, shaking it on out. You can tap, 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 or make fist and massage out the thighs here, my beautiful friend. Opening up the feet about 3 to 4 feet apart here. Really pointing the toes towards the corners of the mat. Exhaling the arms to a T and start bending towards the leg and the heel on the left. Body weight drives into the heel. This is the first variation. You can grab a Namaste Mudra. Second is just deepen, pressing deep in for a side lunge. Or exhale, you can press the right toes up to the sky for Skandasana. You can drop a block or support under the heel. Arms reach long. Find focus in your posture. Really getting this lovely stretch on the inner thigh, on the right, creating strength within your mind as you find focus. Exhale the breath away. Beautiful breath comes in, sends it away. Exhale the body. If you can push up to center for a heave ho, exhale, create fists and just pat out, rub out your bottom, your glutes, your hamstrings, shaking it out. Beautiful. Opposite side, arms reach in that horizontal fashion. Weight comes into the hinge of the hip at the right. Weight comes down into the heel. So find the variation that works best for you. And wherever you are on the left, find that on this right side. So if you were going for this Skandasana, heel down, toes reach up. Find focus, hands can reach forward. Welcome the breath in. Sending it away. Breath comes in and finds focus. Beautiful work. Hands reach down however it feels best for you. You can plunk to your bottom, lengthening the legs long, shaking them out a little bit. Good job in all of those balancing postures, my friends. Finding so much strength. Bringing the hands behind the thighs for the first variation. Tucking the chin towards the chest. Exhale, shoulders back until you start feeling your abdominal muscles engage here. And our first variation, we will be offering a block, and you can set that up on the horizontal end. So heels can reach up as the hands drive towards the back of the thighs. Beautiful. Second, a little bit deeper, is heels reach up with the support of the back of the hands. Third is palms reach up towards the sky, finding strength within your core, building heat with the breath. Exhale the breath. Holding yourself, being present. Exhale the right leg long, hugging the left knee in and twisting with the hind hand reaching back for a one-legged extended seated twist. Breath comes in. Exhale the breath away as you twist. Beautiful. Coming back to center, hugging both knees in. Coming once again for that boat pose, picking a variation that might challenge you. This time maybe extending the legs, but that's not always in the practice. Let the heat build in the belly. Focusing past what you think you're capable of. Exhale, left leg lengthens long, twisting to the right. Hand on the right reaches back behind you. Welcome the breath in. Beautiful. Exhale, stacking head over heart, over hips. Wonderful. Coming back to center. You can scooch up on the bottom and lengthening the body back. Coming in for a laying butterfly. Soles of the feet kiss the feet. Hips open wide. Arms can lengthen long here for a laying butterfly. If it feels good for an extra stretch, reach the hands above you. Welcome that breath in. Send it away. Finding rest and relaxation as the practice shifts gears for our cool down. Breath comes in. Beautiful. Exhale the arms to a T, windshield wipe side to side, alleviating any lower back tension or tightness here. Beautiful. And our goal is, after we release, to set the knees to one side, so a block or a support can be great for laying supine twists. Welcome that breath in. To deepen this posture, you can look past the arm in the opposite direction as the knees are twisted, really breathing into any tension or tightness. Wonderful. Resetting side to side, the knees shift before we settle in for that laying twist on the opposite side, so you can move your prop to join you. Arms lengthen long if you want to deepen this posture, looking towards the arm in the opposite direction as the knees. Finding a little restoration. Really noticing any shifts that you've experienced in this morning practice. Feeling this morning energy that you've created. Knees come back to center. Walking the heels in so you can touch with the back of the hands. Coming in for a bridge pose, driving the hips up. You can bind the hands, walk the shoulders together. Really focus on pressing up, creating strength through the belly, through the bottom. Hips are driven up to the sky. Welcome that breath in. Beautiful. Unbind the hands, settle the hips down and hug the knees in. You can reach for a happy baby for the inner shins, the outsides of the feet, or you can peace finger the toes. You can make this quickly a joyful baby by rocking side to side, encouraging an opening of the hips. This can feel like a great chiropractic adjustment if you really pull and wiggle through the feet. Extra advanced posture in this is to peace finger those toes. Beautiful. Coming in for our Shavasana, which we will shift for a mini yoga nidra, which is known as yogic sleep. It helps reduce stress and tension, activates and calms the nervous system. Focus comes through the scalp, forehead, eyelids, teeth, tongue, jaw, throat, neck, shoulders, elbows, wrists, palms of hands, thumbs, pointers, middle, ring, pinky fingers, heart, spine, belly button, hips, letting go at the pelvic wall, thighs, knees, shins, calves, ankles, tops of feet, soles of feet, big toes, pointer, middle, ring, pinky toes. Beautiful. Coming back, awakening through a full body. Reach above and stretch, stretch, stretch. Maybe a yawn is in order, and you can hug the knees in towards the chest. Beautiful, friend. Option is to stay on your back or roll on the side to receive these healing affirmations. I love you. I love you. I love you. I am grateful for you. I am grateful for you. I am grateful for you. Today is going to be a beautiful day. Today is going to be a beautiful day. Today is going to be a beautiful day. Hugging that in. Beautiful. Using that top arm as a kickstand, meeting in a seated position, a crisscross applesauce, my friend. Just bringing the palms, kissing palms to your heart center, integrating this beautiful morning energy in, sending it away. The love and the light within me honors and acknowledges the love and the light within you. Namaste, my friend. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I hope you have a beautiful day